All right, folks, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, back with another rankings update video. Had to do one for this one. Definitely had to do one for this one because there's been a big shakeup. Big shakeup at 125, and also we got a new entry at 115. And I just kind of want to go through the strawweight division as well and just let everybody know who's filled up, who has dance partners, and what the division is looking like there. Because I know some of y'all asked me, like, what's next for so-and-so. So I'll just kind of go through who's already got a dance partner and some of the fighters at strawweight that just got into the division and what their future looks like as well. But we got to talk about 125 because that's the division where it is hot right now. I've been talking about that over here, but it's really been on fire. A lot of people are looking at this division now, and we've been some of the first over to talk about it. 135, there hasn't been really any changes, of course, so I'm not even going to touch on that division. And of course, 145. What featherweight division? What featherweight division, right? So let's take a look here, man. Looking at 115, the changes made here. Not too many big changes, but I just wanted to bring up the new entry here. We got the new number 15. That is Tabitha Ricci after her second round finish over Jessica Panay. So with Tabitha Ricci in the top 15 now, things are looking good for her. I've been saying that, she's still a fighter that needs to add a little bit more to her game. Been watching her since LFA, like I said, many times, and I think she's a promising fighter. I just don't know if she's fully developed to deal with some of these fighters at the top, But we'll see, we'll see. I think she definitely stepped up her game. Jessica Panay, she's a test, she's somewhat of a test, but I could see time was not on her side in that fight. And she was not only fighting Tabitha Ricci, but she was also fighting time in that one. And she just looked weak all around. But Tabitha Ricci had the finishing factor. I mean, she went after it. She submitted the fellow black belt. Definitely like she'd been working on her striking. Her right hands were looking good in that fight. So from here, now that she's in the top 15, I mean, she could fight up, but she'll just have to wait until some of these other fighters are free. But there's another fighter in here that she could take on if she wanted to fight up, but I don't think it would go so good for her, so maybe she can wait till one of these other girls are free. But let's see, number 14 is Luana Pinheiro, who's taking on Michelle Watterson. 13 is Angela Hill, who's taking on Mackenzie Dern. And number 12, bumped up one spot. This is a fighter that could take on Tabitha Ricci if Tabitha Ricci wants it, and that is Tatiana Suarez. But in my opinion, I don't think so. I mean, if you got to get to the top, you might want to do that. But right now, I think that would be some bad matchmaking on the UFC's part. Like, if they had to fight like a title eliminator for the belt, I'd understand why Ricci would fight Suarez. But that's not a fight I'd like to see Ricci in right now. So maybe she'd want to sideline for a little bit till somebody's free. All right. Number 11 is Amanda Ribas, who y'all know defeated Viviane Araújo last weekend. And like she said, she wants the top 5 at flyweight, or she wants to fight Carla Esparza next, who's number 1, because she wants to go straight for that belt now. She's trying to close in for a title shot somewhere, all right? But right now, she's pretty much campaigning at 125. She said she'll jump back and forth, but we'll see. As y'all can see, she dropped 2 spots because, she's not really doing anything at strawweight. So we'll see what's next for her. Number 10 is Michelle Watterson. You know, I said she's taking on Pinheiro. Number 9 is Verna Jandiroba, who's taking on Marina Rodriguez. And then you have the number 8, Tisha Torres, who's out pregnancy, maternity leave, basically. The number 7 is Mackenzie Dern, Hill. Number 6, Yan Xiaonan. I don't think I really talked about this fight over here, but coming up in May, Yan Xiaonan is taking on Jessica Andrade. Number 5 is Marina Rodriguez, Jandiroba. Number 4, Jessica Andrade. She actually moved up 2 spots after, losing a fight to Erin Blanchfield. So I don't know, don't question the rankings anymore, right? So yeah, she's up number 4. Number 3 is Amanda Lemos. Hopefully they're working on that Wei Lee fight. 2 is Rose Namajunas. Word is she's injured. Number 1 is Carla Esparza. No fights lined up for her unless she takes on Amanda Ribas. And the champion, Zhang Wei Li, who's reportedly back into training, right? Word is she's training. They just said an opponent hasn't been named yet. Hopefully it's Amanda Lemos, right? So that's the strawweight division. Only change really is Tabitha Ricci. Who do y'all think she should fight? Let me know in the comment section. And let's jump to this top 15 for flyweight, all right? All right, so pulling up the flyweight division, as y'all can see, Miranda Maverick, who was 15 last week, is out. That 15 spot's a rotating door, so it's not really anything that you can just say, oh, why is that person out, right? You're really on the edge right there. You got to do something to get out of the top 15. You got to do something to get out of that number 15 spot. You got to fight up, and you have to be active. Of course, Miranda wants to fight. They just haven't lined up a fight for, right? So now at number 15, she's pretty much going to be dropping out of the rankings soon because she's moving down to 115. That's Cynthia Calvillo. Number 14, Tracy Cortez. No fight lined up. Matter of fact, Cynthia Calvillo is going to be taking on Lupi Godinez at 115. So, she's pretty much out of flyweight. Tracy Cortez got a question mark over her head right now. Number 13 is Macy Barber taking on Andrea Lee later on this month, right? Then number 12 is Casey O'Neill taking on Jennifer Maia in a couple weeks. 11, Andrea Lee. And number 10 is Viviana Araujo. Dropped 2 spots, man, after that rough loss against Amanda Ribas. So I think, right now, Viviana Araujo, she's on the downside. I mean, we'll see. We'll give her another chance. Maybe she might need to move up to 135 or something, kind of see if that's the issue with her cardio and her stamina and see if her power carries up, maybe. Well, you know what? I don't know if it's any of that because really when it comes down to it, it's really her technique. I think it's really just her technique. I think she just needs a sharper boxing coach, in my opinion. A sharper kickboxing coach that can get her to fight a little bit more technical than dependent on power and just pure speed, All right, so number 9 is Amanda Ribas. She bumps up to number 9 after last week she was unranked. Then number 7 is Lauren Murphy. We got to see what's next for Lauren Murphy. She's probably going to be that gatekeeper. She might be fighting Casey O'Neill. If Casey O'Neill can be Jennifer Maia, who knows, right? And actually, I skipped over one. Okay, so number 9 is Amanda Ribas. Number 8 is Jennifer Maia. And then number 7 is Lauren Murphy. Number 6 is Caitlin Chikagan. Caitlin's dropping, boy. Caitlin Chikagan's been dropping. I mean, she used to be number 1, number 2, but, this new crop is coming in, man. They dropping these old heads out, you know what I mean? So number 6, Caitlin Chikagan, nothing lined up for her. Number 5 is Jessica Andrade. She's still up in here. I think pretty much soon they're going to get her up out of here, though, because I think she wants to move down to strawweight and stay there, right? All right. So number 4, we got Erin Blanchfield. Don't know what's lined up for her now since we had the big upset this past Saturday. Erin Blanchfield might be backed up, lined up, and, fighting another fight, maybe fighting another title eliminator. And we don't know who that could be. It could be one of the top 2 above her, right, in my triple threat. So number 3 is Tyler Santos. Tyler Santos is dropping down. I don't know what's next with Tyler Santos. Word is she don't want to fight in the U.S. or she can't fight in the U.S. I don't know. Just wants to fight in Brazil. We got to see what's going on, man, but she got to get back in the mix. I mean, she can't just wait for this title shot. I mean, it's going on, about 10 months now, right? 9 months since her last fight. Whenever Valentina was out, for however long both of them were out, right? So I think that inactivity might play a favor, man. It might play a factor because you see Valentina, she was out for a minute. She came back in, got beat, right? So Tyler Santos, she might be in that same boat. So they better line something up for her. Maybe something in August with the number 2, Manon Fiorot. Manon Fiorot, word is, therapy's been going good. She's been eyeing the division now, and she wants to come back in August. She wants to come back in another 5 months. She should be ready. So, hey, Erin or Santos is a good fight for her. Then, of course, the number 1 now. Number 1 contender is, that's right, the former champion, Valentina Shevchenko. I know that sounds weird to a lot of y'all. Y'all been seeing her at the top, holding that belt. She been in that picture for so long, holding that strap. Y'all can't even believe it, right? I still can't really believe it. Alexa Grasso can't even believe it. The Bullet fans can't even believe it. But that's crazy. Even Alexa Grasso can't even believe it right now, right? So Valentina Shevchenko, she's had a long reign, 7 title defenses. I think she's, been one of the most dominant fighters in WMMA. And, she's been up on the top for so long. So you can only hold it for so long. As time goes on, fighters figure you out. You become a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more complacent. And sometimes you may have more tools, but you just don't know how to step out of the box sometimes, So I think that was kind of Valentina Shevchenko's case. She didn't really think a competitive fighter would step it up like that. but they did in Alexa Grasso, and she beat her in 4, right? Does the champ deserve a rematch? What could be next for her? Yeah, of course, rematch this fight. Rematch Alexa Grasso. This fight is I think it's a guarantee for Valentina to get it. The rematch. Not saying she'll win, guarantee. I'm saying she should be guaranteed a immediate rematch. Long-time champion. If they really want it, hey, give it to her. Of course, if she doesn't, don't. But I think that she deserves it. She's been a long reigning champion. She can see if she still has it, or if she's just missing a beat now, or if Grasso just has her number, right? But I'll take it. I'll take that immediate rematch sometime this summer. Why not? All right. And of course, the champ is Alexa Grasso. Like I said, Alexa Grasso, she climbed up from number 6 to do something big that I doubted she could do. And she did it in good fashion to shut everybody up for sure. Alexa Grasso, much earned. Now, can she hold on to this? I know a lot of people have been asking me. I don't know. She chose quite the time to win the belt when this Shark Tank is filled. And these sharks are hungry, and a lot of them are well-rounded. It's not like the reign when Valentina was there. Valentina was, running through a lot of these girls that she could just, just put it on them like that, put that respect on them. But, Alexa Grasso is surrounded by Benone, Blanchfield, Santos. A lot of girls have been asking for this belt. And they're not going to back down to her like they would Shevchenko. They're probably still looking at her the same way before she had the belt, which could be a dangerous thing, but at the same time, it's telling you that, hey, you got to be ready this time. Once you win the belt, winning the belt is different than actually defending the belt. So that's the thing we got to see if Alexa Grasso still has more in her tank, because I know that took a lot out of her to win that fight, because, they went to the extreme. And like she said, this time around, they were doing things they haven't done before. The camp was most extreme they've ever done. The discipline was off the charts. And then the fact that she said, hey, punch her in the face, I think it's still a dream, right? I still think it's a dream. So that's letting you know that Alexa Grasso, even herself, can't believe it, that she was able to accomplish it. But she did. Shout out to her. That just lets you know that if you let it go, you can get it. Because I never really questioned her skill going into this fight. I questioned her commitment and her heart, man. Like, not her heart really, but just that killer instinct. Like, I know she has heart to fight all these fighters. I never questioned their heart, but the dog is a different story. Like, that's the one thing about Grasso. I was always like, man, like, I don't know if she can go in there and kill, because the way to beat Valentina is to attack, and she did that. She did that. She pulled it out of somewhere. I guess she had it in there for some time now, when she just never used it. She put it on her, man. So yeah, that's it, right? Grasso got the top spot. But let me see now. Let's take a look at the women's pound for pound rankings here. I don't really go through that too much, because it's subjective, and nobody really cares about it. So let's just take a look at the top 5. All right, from the top 5 up, we got Rose Namajunas, number 4 is Zhang Wei Li, and Valentina Shevchenko. She drops to number 3 now. And number 2 is Alexa Grasso. And, of course, Amanda Nunes is still number 1. All right. Now, would y'all agree that Grasso would be pound for pound over Shevchenko in this case, just because she beat her? Well, let me put it that way. Yeah, she did beat her, so that's really going to make it look like, okay, yeah, so she deserves it. But I think the pound for pound list is a little bit different than the actual flyweight division list. I think pound for pound is more like an accomplishment thing. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on resume and skills and how you match up against other fighters in other divisions and what you've done in your reign. You know what I mean? So I think Alexa Grasso, of course, would be the champion at 125. But if you were to do pound for pound ranking, I'm not sure if that necessarily makes her better than Valentina. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it could put her into the top 10 or top 5, but I think you would have to really defeat Valentina one more time, and maybe another title defense or 2, or maybe defeat Valentina one more time to really secure pound for pound over Valentina, right? Because it's still a situation where you just kind of have to, like I said, prove yourself across the board. That's how pound for pound is to me. Pound for pound is something about proving yourself across the board, and how your skills match up against all divisions and all fighters, right? That's kind of how I see it. But like I said, that's just me. You can agree or disagree. Let me know what y'all think. But those are the rankings for those two divisions right now, the flyweight and strawweights. Tabitha Ricci's got her spot. Shout out to her. Grasso's taking the belt. Everybody's kind of dropped down a spot now. And at strawweight, everybody's lined up to fight pretty much, you know. So over the next couple of months, we can't complain. There's some good fights coming up. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what y'all think of the rankings, guys. Also at bantamweight, we got Miesha Tate, Myra Bueno Silva. That fight's taking place in June. You know, I was just taking a look at the rankings here at the bottom, but yeah, nothing too major going on there. But let me know, guys, what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Peace.